I'm Jacob Senstead. I'm joined by Corey and Devin Burns, sisters and players of the Iowa Hawkeye soccer team. Thank you so much for coming out and talking to me today.
Of course.
So first question for you, I'll just go back and forth. How old were you when you started playing soccer, and was it a sport you picked up right away, or did it take some time to get into?
I was probably like 3 or 4, kind of right when my parents could start us in sports. It was like, all right, you're going in sports. And it was the first sport I played, that along with kind of like every other sport a kid kind of gets into. And then eventually I just kind of stuck with soccer. So same, but I kind of didn't really try any other sports because she liked it, so I liked it. So that was pretty much the theme of the family, I guess.
Great. So did you guys, when you were getting close to the end of your high school careers, did you know in your gut, like, hey, I'm going to play for Iowa, I'm going to make their soccer team, or was it kind of an iffy feeling for you?
It was starting high school, I think like freshman or sophomore year, it was a little bit like, I don't know where I want to go. I don't know if I want to stay in the Midwest or go somewhere else, kind of branch out. And then as I got older, kind of got to like beginning of junior year, I was like, you know what, I want to stay close to family. Like our entire family went here, and it's just the Burns family is a very Hawkeye family. So midway through junior year, it kind of came down to Iowa, and then a couple other schools, and I just knew in my heart it was going to be Iowa all along. So yeah, I mean, I was choosing between a couple other schools, but I mean, she came here, so I was like, I want to stay with her because I had experience playing with her in high school. So I knew that I wanted to keep playing with her, so I decided to come here.
Oh, that's great. Do you guys ever feel extra protective of each other on the field? If you see someone maybe get a little rough or slide in, do you ever kind of think, oh, I got to go after that person?
I wouldn't say necessarily on the field. I mean, I'm kind of the one who likes to hit people, I would say, the most of my team, and I would say it's the same feeling for everyone. Like if someone hits one of my teammates, it's like hitting one of my sisters. So it's not just for her. I'd say it's for everyone on the team. But I would say I'm more of the hit. I hit more people than her, I guess, if you want to say that. I mean, if someone hits Corey, then I'd be scared for their life because Corey's coming after them after that. But I mean, I guess I'd be like, oh, like you shouldn't have done that. But I mean, she's got it, so.
Do you guys ever get competitive between each other when it comes to sports, not necessarily just soccer?
Yeah, I would say yes, but since we're different positions, it's kind of more, I would say more, we would still be supportive if we were the same position, but because it's different positions, it's much more supportive and kind of like hard, I don't know the right word, criticism, where we're very hard on each other, where it's like, oh, you didn't play well at practice today, like you have to pick it up type of thing. So it is competitive, but it is kind of just making sure that we're doing our best at every practice and every game. Yeah, I mean, of course, like I'm always cheering her on, but when I'm going against her in practice, I'm kind of like, all right, I got to beat her this time. And it's kind of like a victory for myself whenever I beat her because it's, she's pretty good, I guess.
Now, you guys both started playing, it sounds like at a very young age. Have you guys always played together, or was it kind of later in maybe middle school or high school when you guys actually started playing with each other?
I would say high school is when we were on our first team together. She had guest played with my team a few times. Maybe in grade school, I can't really remember that far back, but high school was, her freshman year, my senior year was the first time we were on a team like with both of our names on the roster. So.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And what was it like to get to finally join your sister on a team?
It was amazing. I mean, there was already a connection there. Just, yeah, I mean, it was just, I don't know how to explain it. It was really cool, and just having the name, and everyone knew the Burns sisters, so it was really awesome.
Okay. Was it an easy decision to come to Iowa with Corey already being on the team?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yes, it was. I knew the transition would be easy, and I knew that, I mean, I already knew some of her friends too, so I knew like other people on the team, and I loved all the other girls on the team, and I knew I'd want to play with her again, so.
Does it kind of affect your mentality going into a game, going into practice, knowing, hey, I've got my sister by my side, maybe it's going to be a little better, a little more fun?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of what factors into that is that, especially for games, is that our entire family's here. They're watching on TV and stuff like that, and our family loves it. Our extended family, they absolutely love it. So I think it definitely makes it a lot more special knowing that I'm stepping on the field with my sister. Our names are getting called next to each other when we run out on the field. So I think that's very special, especially for me being my 5th year. So yeah.
Yeah, it makes it a little more, just kind of since it's her last year and last year I'll ever be able to play with her. It's more like when I do step on the field, I'm kind of like, or if I'm having a bad game or something like that, I'm like, okay, I have to do this for her too, like not just for, I mean, of course, like for my team and everything, but then I'm also like I want to win this for my sister so I can like be happy with what I left on the field for her. So.
Have you ever had a fun moment where maybe a family member in the crowd got a little too angry at a ref or anything along those lines where you kind of had a smile on your face?
Our dad is he likes to yell on the sidelines. So you can definitely hear him on the sidelines. I would say we don't hear him as much in the college game. We heard him a lot in high school, on our high school team and club team, but it's we can always hear him on the sideline yelling at us, at the ref. He always wants us to play our best, so we can always hear him.
Yeah, I've never really had a bad experience with that or anything. One of our uncles used to love when we got yellow cards and said he would pay us. So whenever I got one, I'd be like, that one's for you.
How much did he pay? Because I never got paid when I got yellow cards.
I don't know if he ever got paid. It was so long ago.
He never got paid. He just said he would pay.
Yeah. He never said a specific amount.
Nice. So do you have any plans maybe after college you can try to play some soccer, maybe for a team, a club, an organization, anything along those lines?
I've definitely thought about it. I haven't really done any research or anything like that, but I do have a couple of friends that have gone overseas to play, and one's actually there right now, and she absolutely loves it. So it's definitely crossed my mind a few times. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but it has, I have been going back and forth, like, do I want to still play? Do I want to, pursue a career? I don't know. But it's definitely, been on my mind for a little bit, so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I still have 2.5 more years to think about it, so I haven't really thought much about it.
Now, if Corey went overseas or ended up playing in a league, do you think that would motivate you to go follow her to that team as well?
I think so. I mean, kind of depending on like where I am with my career and everything. I think I would definitely, if she loved it, then I would definitely consider it.
After the interview, I hit the field with the sisters to see if I could compete with them at all. We started off with keep-ups, and Devin showed her touch that she has perfected being a forward, easily beating me with keep-ups. Then I took to the goal box to see if I could stop anything the two sent my way. After a bombardment of shots from both Corey and Devin, I quickly learned that I did not have what it took to be a goalie. Everything they sent at me went into the goal, and on defense, I still didn't stand much of a chance. So we headed outside the box to take some shots at the crossbar to see if I could at least win at that. And after a couple tries, Corey sealed the deal, nailing the crossbar on this shot. After hanging out with the sisters for a little bit, I could tell that their competition was second to the bond that they shared as sisters. Reporting from the Iowa Soccer Complex, this is Jacob Senstead, Daily Iowan TV Sports.